Once again, it's been a couple of days since my last post, as I have needed a rest. And today's creativity is going to be this bolognese. Started with onions and a little bit of onion, about just over half an onion, and 3 cloves of garlic that I'm softening in the cast iron pot. When that has reached the nice state, I'm going to add these quite finely chopped carrots and let just that simmer for a while to get the carrots to release sweetness. Then in goes the meat. Just normal beef, ground beef. Oh, not normal, it's the one with a lower fat content. Not for dietary reasons, just because I prefer the taste of it. I don't like eating a lot of lard, fat. And there's some bacon. I found the right way to make bacon the way I like it, really crispy in small pieces, so I don't have to actually tear it apart, especially now that I don't have any front teeth for the time being. Got a couple of peppers too that I'll add towards the end, because they will just disintegrate if I add them too soon. I will probably add the red pepper before, no, the green pepper before the red pepper, because the red pepper is much sweeter, more mature. The green pepper needs a bit more time to release all the flavors. I got my spices. The oregano that will cover 2/3 of the surface of the pot, and then basil to cover most of, like 2/3 of the rest, and then thyme to cover the last third of the pot. That is the perfect mix of those 3. I've already added some cayenne pepper to the onion and garlic. Paprika, sweet paprika, I also add, and a little bit of licorice because it rounds out and kind of darkens the other taste. Don't need a lot, like just enough to put on a fingertip basically. And since it tends to get very sticky if you put it in without anything else, it will just become like a lump. Little very sticky lump that doesn't really give any flavor, so I'll have to mix it with something else dry. Like perhaps I'll use my mortar and pestle and add all the spices together in there first and grind it so the licorice gets distributed in such a fashion that it will not lump up on me. And that is pretty much all it takes. Well, I got beef stock, a little bit of that artificial stuff because it deepens the taste. I've also got a little bit of, I'll add a little bit of oyster sauce for the same depth of flavor. And, oh yeah, tomatoes. I will probably need 2 of those. And that's it. That's all I need to make best bolognese sauce ever. But it's gonna take hours. I have to let it simmer for hours and hours until it changes color from red to more brown, because that's the point at which it has changed all the flavor profiles and no longer tastes like it loses that tanginess from fresh tomatoes. It becomes a much more subtle taste. Looks like the onions and garlic are almost ready. They're starting to turn more yellow. So the carrots will go in shortly. That is my creative pursuit for the day. And it makes me happy. It already made me happy, darn it. Yay!